Hey guys, Justin and JJ with Ron's Equipment here. We're going to show you how to set up your 3-point after you've removed the backhoe from the tractor. So first things first, after you've removed your hoses and disconnected them, these two hoses right here from the factory, they will come with a yellow and blue zip tie on this one. This is yellow on the backhoe side. The blue here is to mark with the blue here. So you will have to slide these together and couple them up before you start the tractor. Otherwise, all the hydraulic functions on this will not work correctly, and you will notice that immediately. So to prevent hydraulic pump damage, you have to put these back together before you start the tractor again. So that's the first step here. With these hoses, they are kind of, what I like to do is tuck them up. I've seen some people tuck them up through here, and then you can use this rubber strap that we'll take off in a second. I've seen people tuck them up here. I've seen some go through here, kind of under the deck, and kind of tie them up anywhere to where you're not crossing the path of the 3-point arm going down here, which we'll go over in a second here. But you do not want these hoses laid across here, anything like that. That's not going to be a good thing to do. You will damage these hoses. So for now, we'll lay them here. We'll disconnect these arms here so they will fold down. You will see that there. So this is the whole 3-point setup. Here's your top link. Top link's got its holder here for when you're not using it. We'll get that out of our way. Just sits in a little notch right there, and this holds the top link up when you're not connected. Here is the other part of it here. There's the 3-point arms themselves. They have little pins in them already. All you've got to do is pull these out. There is a hole in the arm here, and they just pin up just like that. The stabilizer link is already connected. That's all from the factory, already connected here. So when you do hook up to any implement, these stabilizer links here can be adjusted to keep the implement from swaying behind you. We'll pin this other one up here real quick. So now, as you can see, you've got the 3-point set up, and we can use this here. Just for time's sake, we can just wrap it around and put them up by the seat here. So right there, just so we can kind of get it out of the way for you guys, there is a safety shield over this PTO. So this is the dust cover on the PTO shaft. That's where you're going to hook up any implements that are PTO driven, rototillers, mowers, anything like that off the rear. This is the shield, the safety shield. There is a bolt. I'll move out of the way here. There's a bolt that's holding it tight. They always put it up with the backhoe on, so you have some more room for the hoses. Everything else, you will have to loosen this bolt and that bolt, pull this shield down, install. You'll have to take this bolt completely out, and then you'll put it back in, tighten those bolts down, and both of these on the same side over here. You'll have the same thing. Once you get that down, then you'll have the PTO shield functional. And a lot of times, we fold it right back up when we put the backhoe on, and it'll look like this. Sometimes, if you do notice, this side is fixed on your 3-point. This side has an adjustable link. So a lot of times, you know, box blades, rear blades, anything you want level, especially hooking up, we always will take a tape measure, kind of lower this 3-point down, and we'll measure up to the bottom of the arm off concrete like we are here. And we will adjust this side to what that side measures. That way they're at the same height and they're level, so you're ready to go.
And that's how you do it. Thanks, guys. Real quick, guys, before we completely kill the video here, we needed to go over how you actually activate to where the 3-point will turn on, and then how you turn it off so when you put your backhoe back on, you're not trying to set the 3-point down.
Most time, for safety's sake, anytime we put the backhoe on the tractor, you will turn this all the way over to the lock position here, and all that does is lock the 3-point, so you cannot, you hit this handle, it will not lower anything. So that's obviously beneficial when you have the backhoe on. You do not want anything moving back there. So after you get your 3-point set up, we come over here and we'll turn this a few turns here, and that will free up the oil flow there. So when you do go down with the 3-point, the arms will move as seen right here. So that's how that works. If you have any implements, you can adjust this based on what your preference is. So if you turn it more towards the turtle, that's going to slow down your lowering rate of your 3-point when you push the handle forward. If you turn it towards the rabbit, that's going to speed it up. So you can set that based on your preference and depending on what implement you have on the tractor at the time.
All right, that officially concludes the video.
Done.